Well, if there's one thing Andrew Parker knows, it's basketball. Former U of A Golden Bears hosting his annual flight school camp and Pride of the North tournament again this summer. It's a great camp for kids to brush up on their basketball skills and connect with each other. And Andrew's here with us this morning. Welcome back, Andrew.
How you doing? I'm very glad to be here with two of the best in all of radio and all of Canada.
We love it. Thank you, Andrew. We're always happy to have you on because we think you're doing some really good things over at Desert, where you're a teacher, and also with all the kids you help through basketball. And so tell us about the camp and the tournament and how long it's been going on. And I know it's a passion of yours.
So the AGP Flight School, which is a holistic basketball camp, has been going on for 5 years. I kind of broke away from doing some other camps. I was doing exceptional camps via the U of A, Rocky Mountain Hoops, and I wanted to do my own camp with a little bit of a spin. I wanted it not just to be about skills, but about teaching life goals and life lessons to these kids. We bring in about at least 10 different coaches from different areas of life, CIS coaches, NCAA players, EPSB teachers, people who've gone through a tremendous amount of adversity. And we try to inspire these kids who are going through really difficult times, some of them in their lives, and help them get on the right path and use the game of basketball similar to the way that I did in order to improve their lives. So the camp has been going on for a while, and the Pride of the Northside tournament's going on for 9 years. And I was just telling you guys behind the scenes there, 9 years is a long time to do anything. It's probably one of the longest relationships I've had in my life is through basketball. So, but the game of basketball has been there with me forever, and the tournament's there for the kids and the community to inspire and also to get away from some of these negative stereotypes that people have of North Edmonton. We want people in the city to come, like from all over the city, to come to Northside and experience it for themselves and meet these people and hear their stories.
And the kids, as you say, when you talk about holistic,
right,
you gave a pretty good meaning there that it's not just about the basketball.
Right.
The basketball isn't your way out. It's just a way of connecting, I think, in some ways, right?
And one thing that I'm seeing right now is there's a lot of focus on, either ball handling or dunking, which is good, and I mean it's very flashy. But at the end of the day, for me as a coach and as a teacher, I want these kids to be good citizens, number one. Not every one of us is going to go to the NBA. Not every one of us is going to get an opportunity to get a scholarship to play for the Bears or to play for, UCLA or Duke. But it's important that one thing that we can control is how we treat other people, our level of maturity, and our leadership skills.
And so is sportsmanship a big part of what goes on at camp?
Very big. And in fact, we actually honor that with a number of different awards at our camp. We have the Tom Olniski Leadership Award, the David Adamakoansa Sportsmanship Award, the Rising Star Award, Most Valuable Player, and then we have the Dr. Claudia Parker Award, which goes to the females in the camp who are demonstrating tremendous amount of resilience. And those are the type of qualities we want our kids to walk away with, not just, who did the best dunk or who has the best crossover, which is nice, but it's not really the lane for our camp.
And do kids come year after year? And are you trying to always get new kids in as well, I'm sure?
Absolutely. And this year, we had some kids from Sherwood Park, from St. Albert. We have a group of kids from Calgary who come in every single summer just to come to camp, which I thought was quite remarkable. So we're getting across the board, all ages from age 8 all the way up to 18, boys and girls. And I love all the kids. I love all the parents. And I'm very thankful that they've committed to this camp.
You've been doing it for a long time, and I know you try to make an impression on these kids, as you say, way beyond basketball. Right. Are you seeing the fruits of your labor? Do you think it's working?
One of the craziest things I could say even about the camp and the tournament is about 9 years ago, we had this young kid named Wyatt Beaver who came to us, very young, 9 years old. We had another kid named Julian McFadden. Flash forward 9 years after, both of these kids are playing collegiate basketball, one at Concordia, the other one at Nate. And White actually had an opportunity to win a national championship in his first year at Nate. And for me to see that and see these kids thrive in the game and also have that moral just uprightness is incredible for me. And I'm very thankful that I was able to play a small role in these young men's lives.
Did you, as you were going through basketball and you made it to the U of A, and obviously you went through your schooling and you became a teacher, were there some certain points where you had trouble and you thought it's not worth it, but somebody stepped in and said, you know what, you got a chance?
For me, mostly in high school, Tom Olniski kept me on the right path. I'd actually been suspended, potentially kicked out of school, and he got me on the right path. But what really changed my life is in 2004 when he passed away from cancer. And for me at that point, the game changed tremendously. It wasn't just about, okay, I want to be better than my brother and I want to show the critics or the haters that I can make it to U of A. It was about what can I do and how can I give back in the same way that he did. So from about 2004 when he passed away, and I had a number of other people in my life that have passed away through violent means, suicide, suicide, homicide in the community, that I just said it has to be more than basketball for me. And that's got to be my message to the youth, is that it can't just be about, oh, I'm a good player and being egotistical and showing lots of bravado. It has to be more than that. There has to be a story that you can tell to these kids to inspire them.
And I know we talked about, before you came on the radio too, about how some of these kids, they probably don't even think about University of Alberta or these colleges. Like, that's not even on their radar.
Right. Like, and even legit for me, like, my mother's a teacher and we grew up pretty good, like middle class household, but I never had any reason to really go to the South Side until I went to U of A. And for a lot of the kids who are from the lower socioeconomic backgrounds, for them to even go to University of Alberta is kind of alien to them. So what I want to do is expose them to that and bring these coaches to them so they can say, hey, I know this person. I know Barnaby Craddock. I know who Eric Magdans is. I know who Mike Connolly is at Nate, and have those connections so that when they eventually do graduate from high school, they're inspired to go to the next level and get a good job and get back out into the community.
And also they think that they're good enough and worthwhile person that they can take advantage of these things.
And that's huge to see these coaches come to the camp and talk to them. It's like, well, why would they do that for me? How are they doing this for me? Before, I've never seen these people in the community, and they're coming out for the tournament or they're coming out for the camp. Like, it gives them that sense of self-worth, and that's very important to me.
Well, anytime you want to bring any kids to the South Side, Garrett and I are always on the South Side anyway.
I know Garrett's got those basketball skills, man. I've been following you guys on Twitter and Instagram. You guys working out, staying strong. I love it.
That's right. I'm just getting ready for the next free throw competition next season.
Exactly.
Hey, you won that last time. Some of our high school guys are still mad at you, man, for beating on them. So that's okay. Rematch is all good.
Well, you know what? Garrett and I will pop out to the tournament and say hi. And we just think it's a great thing you're doing.
I appreciate it.
Congratulations. Thanks for coming this morning.
Thank you so much.
Andrew Parker organizes the annual Flight School Basketball Camp for Youth and the annual Pride of the North Side Tournament.